Yeah, 4 sacks, 150 rushing yards. Have they not seen my offense?
Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Come on, let's go.
Now the rookie first rounder from San Diego State, it's Rashad Penny. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Mike Daniels makes the tackle. These two teams met in Week 1 a year ago, and that went to the Packers in a slugfest 17-9. Now, remember, they also met in the NFC title game of the 2014 season. It was the Seahawks who prevailed there 28-22 on a Jermaine Kearse touchdown catch in overtime. And that'll set them back 5. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
That's fine. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Hey, 88. 319.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there at 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now it's Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down and put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
They'll give it to him up the middle. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones.
Wow.
Fighting for the end zone.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
His guys will get the football back.
Oh, my goodness, man.
The red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone,
Oh,
getting
my
points on the board.
goodness.
A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target. And it's 2nd down.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Wilson now, throwing again. This will be caught by Brown. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 and a first down. To throw again is Wilson. And it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
In coverage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now?
God!
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Looking deep for Adams.
No! Come on, man!
Drives the ball free and brings up third down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them. They're gonna have
Oh
trouble
my
if he continues to throw
goodness,
into
man!
double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. Two former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end Graham. Packer first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rodgers to throw on second down. The left side throw complete to Adams.
Wow!
A big play there. Rodgers
And
to
Incognito
Adams.
got injured.
52
Oh my
yards.
goodness.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Shoulder
Well, there's
strain.
still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. Here's Rodgers. The quick slant caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Randall Cobb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
I think you had somebody open.
They go play action with Wilson. Buying time to his left.
Oh my goodness, man.
And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Fun stop, man.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Damn it.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery.
Wow, I got tackled by my own lineman.
It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down.
Oh my God, he got hit. Oh my God, man.
They'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Oh my goodness.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. A handoff to Penny.
Wow. What?
They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he threw an interception.
Oh my
Good
goodness.
stops on the first 2 downs. It brings up a key 3rd down.
Yeah.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Trey Madden, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Janikowski good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone.
No! Oh!
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They go play action for Montgomery and now Rodgers.
That's a pick.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
Where in the middle, and he covered that up.
On the end zone, he got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone.
And he got oh wow!
Now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Now it's Carson, and this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. And Janikowski bangs it through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Damn.
Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Throwing is Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Cobb. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Rodgers now on first down. He finds Malcolm Mitchell here. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On second down, Montgomery. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On first and 10, here's Rodgers.
What?
Look out, Rodgers lost the football. And the Seahawks have
Oh my goodness, man.
41-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
No.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up first and 10. Following the fumble recovery. Wilson, Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Operating from the gun. Wilson. Going for the deep ball. And
Pass
Wilson's going to be
interference.
intercepted a third time.
Pass interference.
Picked up by Josh Jones. And his guys have
Nah,
got
it's
it
pass
back at the
interference.
closing stages of the first
I went to
half.
I pressed
So
triangle and
cancel
I bumped
the
him.
interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now
That was
it's
the
all for naught.
most awkward animation ever. I bumped him and then went backwards and intercepted the ball. Like, yeah.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. It's caught, block it. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now Sebastian Janikowski on from the long distance. He's hit from 61 and 63 in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
All right, Frank Clark.
But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may...
And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Yeah, he stopped blocking him and went up the field.
So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They're down here very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Looking to throw on
what?
Down. Rodgers.
Hold up, man.
And he's able to get it back to right.
Was he blitzing?
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball.
Oh my goodness, man. I can't even run a screen play.
5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
All this great-ass field position.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson going to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On first down, Wilson leads it for Penny. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. 4 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
Tempo, tempo. Go.
Wilson will throw again. The quick slant caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. And Dixon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Again, Wilson.
I knew that was coming. I couldn't stop it.
Successful.
Oh my goodness.
Lead up even further. Out to kick is Janikowski. That'll be taken in the end zone.
On the 2-point conversion, I guess. Yeah. And they didn't, the banner didn't
The Packers
show up.
offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try to get something going with Ty Montgomery. He is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Let's go, come on.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
And Frank Clark fucking up Bakatari, the best left tackle in the game. All right, man.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Dropped it.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball run
95 catching traffic.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues
Yeah,
to
I did
struggle to sustain
possessing
a
catch.
drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm
I'll
seems
take that
off.
over whatever.
And the win last week punted 4
Possessing
times
catches
as
were
this one's
last
away.
year.
Now it's Lockett. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown.
Do
It's
you not
almost out
get
of
drive
reach.
goals
It
and use the
certainly
games or
feels that
something?
way,
I
and I
haven't
think they're
seen
going
one
to
this
call
whole
their
game.
plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, here's Wilson.
Oh!
Defensively.
Oh!
Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns.
Yes,
you just
it is.
defensively,
Oh,
you absolutely have to come
God.
up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked
Catching
over
is
the
only like a
sideline immediately
68.
after the
Oh
drop and
my
just saw the
goodness.
dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it.
Oh
The
my
Seahawks
God,
on
and that's a
3rd down.
pick
They've
6.
only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever.
12.
Yeah.
From the gun, it's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle.
Oh
Taken
my
down, but
goodness.
not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson.
That's a pick.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. He got 29 yards that time. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed,
done.
you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play.
I think that was
right
Alexander and Jones. I don't know.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
He can't cover, but he's athletic.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd down, Wilson dumps that off to Penny as running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And that'll bring up second down.
This is...
19.
He'll get it up the middle. And he'll be stopped up after only a
McDaniels
couple of
got
yards
put
as
on
he
his
gets it down to
head.
5.
Good God.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On third down, it's Carson.
What?
And able to break one tackle.
Oh
but then
my
quickly
goodness,
brought down.
man.
It'll be a gain of 5, but
If
they do keep
Carson
him
was
out of
this
the end
nice,
zone, and now it's
they wouldn't have
fourth down.
drafted Penny.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
Now he steps away.
Get out of bounds. God. Rogers ain't a spring chicken no more.
Washington. Rodgers to throw on second down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 32. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
I forgot about the
They're
trajectory.
trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman
Yes.
in with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On third down, Penny, and he's got room. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but, hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on third down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this first down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes him.
Here's a give to Penny, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Rashad Penny fights him off. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Sebastian Janikowski to try the Seahawks field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Janikowski bangs it through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Packers get set to go.
I spotted you all your fucking points. That's the joke. This is why I'm...
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Rodgers going to throw. He's going to right. And my goodness,
okay, that's the second week in a row that that's happened to me, where the dude literally phases through him.
At the 37-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Penny. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. That's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, and you have to get the ball back. Everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands. Whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. To throw is Rodgers. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Brandon, this is one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Rodgers got to have this one. He's got Adams on the hook. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Oh, my goodness.
Convert on 4th down.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Oh.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
That should be interesting.
And they take a knee. And Charles,
No.
Right? Not letting them break